This week I consulted with a guy who's in his early 30s who needs a hip replacement. He tore his labrum 10 or 15 years ago. Now he's in pretty much debilitating pain. He had to stop exercising and he's really struggling. And that leads me to understand something about pain. It's a great motivator for exercise. A lot of people actually started exercising because of some pain. I know that I've stayed in the health and fitness industry now for 20 years because I had pain in surgery. So I understand how pain can focus our efforts. I've also learned that sometimes we shouldn't use pain as our focus. We should be preventative and proactive in our approach. And I think this is the direction that medicine is actually taking. I think medicine is taking a direction where we are going to be incentivized to be proactive. I think insurance companies are already starting to get the idea. Bigger corporations, even smaller ones, are incentivizing their employees to do yoga, to do movements, to do mindfulness. I think we're just seeing this big takeoff of health. And the reason is, the healthier a person is, usually the more productive they are in life. And that's not exactly true. Because when you're healthy, you don't focus on the right problems. You focus on bigger problems. You focus on, how do I balance the budget of X, Y, or Z? Or how do I manage 3 kids in a household with 2 in college and 1 in high school? Or a lot of other things. How do you run your business or the 2 businesses? Or how do you run the business-to-business relationships that you're developing? We forget about our health when there's not a crisis. And what I ask of you is that you actually take a step back and you talk about the problems that you experience physically before that molehill becomes a real mountain. And it's something that robs you of your wealth of health. It's not worth letting a problem lead your charge into taking care of your body. Yes, we're developing a larger culture of preventative and proactive healthcare measures on multiple fronts. My orientation is about physical movement and mindfulness. These are the domains that I really enjoy, that I study, that I embody, and I utilize. But for you, I'm curious, where can you let pain be your teacher in order to deduce movements and things about your body you would have otherwise not known? And then how can you take that mind of analysis, of looking and yearning to solve it, and apply it towards making something better? How can you apply it in a nurturing capacity? How can you take something that has needs and nurture it? How can you develop better muscles in your feet, in your toes, in your fingers, in your wrists, in your elbows, in your neck? All before these chronic or semi-annual issues become a big problem. How can you stop that now? I don't have the answers because I don't know what your issues are. I just ask that you don't let some really large event drum up and be created in order to require you to give more energy to the issue. Just start ahead of time and learn to love the process of nurturing and caring for your body before you don't have it, or you don't have some part of it. Because generally speaking, if you get to that level, it's going to take a long time to build up those resources again. And it takes a real large focus to be incremental in your approach. Where if you need an incremental approach to solve a problem, it would make sense you'd want an incremental approach to nurturing parts of your body that you're discovering how to move in a new way. Let pain be your teacher, but don't need these large events to create awareness and mindfulness. So go on, fight the good fight, learn to be a healthier human, and learn about this body that you have and what part of your body or your movement or your mindfulness practice can you nurture. So if you like this, check out my YouTube, check out my Instagram, website, DominicSessa.com. If you're part of my newsletter, Thank you, and I hope you enjoy these videos. And we'll talk soon.